Have you ever experienced a moment so strange it made you question if reality itself was even real? Let's go back to March 1997. On a quiet street in San Diego, police discovered something chilling. 39 people had willingly ended their lives. They were part of a group called Heaven's Gate. They believed our reality was nothing but an illusion, a false world they had to escape to reach something more real. But why would anyone believe reality isn't real? Is it just the thinking of misguided people? Or is there something deeper behind it? This idea isn't new. Thousands of years ago, ancient Hindu texts called the Vedas described the world as Maya, a grand illusion hiding a deeper truth. Imagine walking through life behind a thin curtain, never seeing what's truly there, only shadows and reflections. Plato, too, talked about this concept in his famous allegory of the cave. He described humans as prisoners watching shadows on a cave wall, believing these shadows to be the only truth. Are we, perhaps, living inside our own cave? Science seems to agree. Consider the strange results of the double-slit experiment. Scientists fired particles of light, called photons, through two slits. Unobserved, the photons acted like waves. But the moment someone watched, they behaved like solid particles. Just by observing, reality itself seemed to change. This means our mere attention shapes reality. If that's true, how reliable are our senses? Let me tell you about a psychological study called Lost in the Mall. Researchers convinced participants they'd been lost in a mall as kids, even though it never happened. Shockingly, people began recalling vivid details of this fake event, believing the lie completely. Clearly, our memories can trick us. Even how we see color isn't straightforward. Colors are just wavelengths of light, yet our brains interpret them into distinct experiences like red or blue. Reality, it seems, is filtered by the brain into something familiar, something understandable. And then there's time. A steady, reliable force, right? Wrong. Einstein proved that time moves differently depending on speed and gravity. An astronaut traveling near the speed of light ages slower than someone on Earth. Time itself is fluid. Have you ever missed something obvious because your attention was elsewhere? This is inattentional blindness. In one famous experiment, viewers were so focused on counting basketball passes, they missed someone walking right through dressed as a gorilla. Our brains constantly edit out parts of reality, highlighting only what we choose to focus on. These examples suggest something unsettling. Reality might not be as objective or concrete as we assume. Our senses, memories, and attention shape a version of reality unique to each of us. Have you experienced synchronicities? Moments where events align so perfectly it seems scripted? Maybe you think of someone, and they call you immediately after. Some believe these events hint at a deeper, interconnected reality. Others argue they're just coincidences amplified by our pattern-seeking minds. Psychologists call this apophenia, our brain's tendency to find meaningful connections where none exist. But does recognizing patterns mean they're not significant? Quantum physics further complicates this. The observer effect suggests reality doesn't fully exist until observed. Does this mean consciousness itself creates reality? All these ideas, the ancient teachings of Maya, psychological experiments, quantum discoveries, point toward a common message. Reality might be more illusion than truth. But if reality is an illusion, what's behind it? Are we merely characters in a simulated world? Or is reality a deeper, mysterious truth waiting to be uncovered? Ultimately, exploring this question isn't just philosophical, it's deeply personal. It changes how we view our lives, our choices, and even our identities. Maybe the greatest illusion isn't reality itself, but our certainty that we understand it completely. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.